Locals say the Whakatāne community has been hit hard by the tragedy at Whakaari White Island. They're doing whatever they can to help, but are hoping tours continue. One business owner says the island is part of adventure tourism and it has its risks. Our reporter Jessie Chiang and cameraman Nick Monro filed this report.
Whakatāne locals describe their home as a place where everyone knows one another. The sudden eruption at Whakaari White Island has had ripple effects.
My partner used to work for that company a few years ago, so she's got a lot of friends still working in there, and that had been affected by the explosion. So yeah, it was pretty gut-wrenching really.
That's Buster Rangitakatu. He runs Eye in the Sky drone services in Whakatāne. When he heard what happened, he wanted to do what he could to help.
I just offered my services to the civil defence and the police, you know. I've got specialised drone equipment for tackling this type of work, and it's a lot safer to sort of utilise this type of technology at this sad time really.
But he says they haven't yet taken him up on his offer. Te Manuka Tūtahi Marae has been offering kai for those affected and media, and they've been inundated with donations. John Blewett from the Whakatāne RSA says they are also looking into how they can help.
Our motto is people helping people. You know, that's our motto. And you know, we'll fit in wherever we can. And I've got a meeting with some of my executive tonight, because they all work, and we'll discuss that tonight, you know, what can we actually do.
He says one of the tour guides who died in the eruption, Hayden Marshall Inman, was a member of the RSA. Mr Blewett says he struggled to believe what happened.
Well, you live in Whakatāne, eruptions on White Island, that's quite common, you know. But to the severity of it, and then you start hearing reports, there's people killed. No, you know, it's just another eruption.
Brent Smith, who runs Whakatāne Great Outdoors, says the town has been plunged into a sombre mood.
It was a terrible, terrible day. It was quiet. Business was very slow. I even had to try and buoy my staff up a little bit. One of the victims of the White Island tours, he was a very good customer of ours, as is the family. So yeah, it has hit us hard, and that's the concern. Right on Christmas, we couldn't have wanted it worse, really.
But Brent Smith says he's concerned about the future of tours at Whakaari White Island. He says it's an internationally known destination and his store gets a lot of foot traffic from the tours.
We get a lot of tourism into our store, so a lot of our focus, particularly in the summer months, is focused towards adventure tourism, which of course White Island Tours is classed as. Obviously we're very busy. They finish their cruise, their trip to White Island, they'll come into town, they'll go to the cafes, and ultimately, and hopefully, they'll come into our store.
Brent Smith is advocating for them to continue.
My argument is that this is a freak of nature. As tragic as it is, do we stop people going to Mount Ruapehu skiing? Because Mount Ruapehu is a volcano island and has erupted as well. So for me, the pulling out of White Island tours would be devastating, not just for Whakatāne, but for the wider Eastern Bay of Plenty.
The Eastern Bay Chamber of Commerce says the tragedy at Whakaari White Island has affected the entire Whakatāne community. It says two of its board members have been directly impacted by the event. Patrick O'Sullivan, who's the General Manager of White Island Tours, and Mark Inman, who's the General Manager of Ohope Beach Top 10 Holiday Park. He's related to the tour guide who died in the eruption, Hayden Marshall Inman. The Chamber of Commerce says it is supporting and advocating for all business in Whakatāne and says its thoughts are with family.
Dozens of people have been going to the cordon at the Whakatāne boat ramp to lay flowers for those who died. This is a town whose residents continue to embrace and support each other in one of its darkest times. I Whakatāne, mō te hōtaka o te ahi nei, ko Jessie Chiang tēnei.